We are. Are we live? We're live. What's up? I'm Keith Kelfis, and I just want to say hello, and I have a special message for you. And that message is, I believe that your dreams can become reality. And I'm serious. You're like, who is this guy, this Keith guy? Why should I listen to him? This guy's weird. Coming on the internet's telling me he believes my dreams can become real. But I know, because I've watched my dreams become real. And so if you're on a plateau in your life, if you're going through a depression, if you're struggling, if you feel like giving up, maybe you're having trouble in a relationship, I want you to get excited again. I want you to allow yourself to experience what we call enthusiasm. You know, sometimes you just got to jump up and down and just start praising the Lord. Look at that. Everybody just left. They're like, oh my God, he said the Lord. I'm out of here. He's not allowed to talk about the Lord. I'm just telling you, just jump up and down and start praising and work that thing out. I went through a horrible depression in 2017. And it was so bad that I'm not saying I didn't want to live anymore, but I didn't even have the will to live anymore. I would even I was brushing my teeth and I was like, I can't believe I have to carry this body around and brush its teeth and sleep it. Like my body felt like it weighed 1,000 pounds because I was so exhausted from living life. I couldn't even manufacture the emotion of happiness. Does not exist when you're going through depression. Your dreams, they might as well be in a different universe because you don't even have the enthusiasm to muster up the energy and excitement to even lean into your dreams. That's how bad it sucks. And it's real when you're the one going through it, and it's heavy and it's rough. And I remember there I was. I woke up on a Saturday morning and I was just like this. And this feeling came over me. It was this rock bottom feeling. And I looked in the mirror in my own eyes. And it was like I grabbed myself and I said, Kelfis. I started cussing at myself. It was crazy. I looked in my pupils, like I was looking into my own soul. And I said, it was like, there's a part of you that is beyond like time and space. It's a part of you. It's an inner candle flame that never flickers. It can't die because it's never been born. That eternal part of you, if you could step out and self-objectify and like hold your life in your hand, what is the conscious chooser that's behind? Who chooses the thoughts that you think? Some of them just pop up. I remember the famous comedian one time, he goes, sometimes I have evil thoughts. And everybody in the audience starts laughing. It's like, you have these crazy thoughts. And Dr. Wayne Dyer said this before. He was like, your mind will think this a crazy, stupid, negative thing that's not even something you identify with. And and everybody's laughing. He's like, that's what the mind is for. It just thinks up anything. And then I heard this amazing thing once. I'm looking in the mirror at my own eyes, and it was my friend Nick Carrier of Fire. He's a friend of mine. He was my neighbor. He used to come knock on my door and say, hey, neighbor, you want to do a Bible study? I'm like, a Bible study? He's like, yes, my neighbor used to come knock on my door, ask me if I want to do a Bible study. I was like, all right, I'll make you a deal. You come and show up in my house 9 a.m. on Sunday. I'll hold you. I'm holding your feet to the fire. I'll do a Bible study with you. 9 a.m. next Sunday, dude shows up on my doorstep, shows up every Sunday. Next thing you know, we're doing a Bible study every Sunday. Then he starts inviting people. I got people on my porch doing a Bible study. Next thing you know, we're in the coffee shop and there's like 8 of us. Then we move to my office. Then there's 12 of us. Then next thing you know, there's 15 of us. I'm like, what's happening here? It starts growing because people are craving the truth, right? But he taught me something. He said, hold all thoughts captive to the obedience of Christ. So if you have a negative, depressing thought that you don't value yourself anymore, that your dreams can't become a reality. Your dreams won't come true. It's not in the cards for you. It's not in your cards. Then hold that thought captive to the obedience of Christ. I think it was the movie with Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun 2.5. If I don't know how old you are, but this is a funny comedy back in the day, and like the guy goes into the hospital and he basically takes a pillow and he puts it over the guy's face. He's like, whoa. He was like, suffocates him with a pillow. It was a comedy, a dark comedy, but it was funny, right? That's actually not funny, but the movie was funny. And but anyways, I think of it like that, like weird thoughts. Like if you have a depressing thought where you're thinking of like your life as this dark shadow and you're trapped in this thing, it's controlling you, how can you grab that thought and hold it captive to the obedience of Christ? Like hold that thing and put a pillow over it and suffocate that thought. And then it tries to sneak out the side and come out the back, right? Hey, I ain't thinking that. Boom, comes out over here. So you get good. You train it. This is why people do fasting. They don't eat. What's that called? Celibacy. People do all these different things. Like some people literally leave and go be a monk and sit on the side of a mountain for like a year and just meditate. But I think the best form of meditation is real time while you're actually going through the depression and you're not valuing your life and yourself. How can you rise above that or peek through that and grab that thing and hold it captive and say, I choose. So I looked in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm circling back to this. And for the first time ever, I felt power. It was like that feeling you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I hit it. It's rock bottom. I was sick and tired of my own crap. That's when you actually have a breakthrough, is like when you get sick and tired of your own crap. It's like, I'm sick and tired of this. But it's not like that. It's like you're actually looking at yourself saying, I will not tolerate this from myself anymore. I'm getting up. I'm getting out of bed. I'm making a green smoothie. I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to make this happen. So I looked at my eyes in the mirror. I said, I choose to live, and I choose to be happy, and I'm going to make it through this, and I'm going to be fine. Why? Because I choose it. Because I choose it. And it was a real choice. It was like, so if you look at the word choice and like decide, the word decide means actually like to cut off all other available options. It's like a birth. It's like a death of the ego, flipping the page and going to a new chapter. Some of us are hanging on to the old chapter in our life, and we're hanging on for our dear life, saying, no, I don't want to let go. I don't want change. Like the butterfly, like it's a caterpillar in a cocoon, and it wants to spread its wings, and you're like stuck in this cocoon saying, no, I don't want to come out. Right? And the thing's like ripping, and you're trying to stay inside. No, put me back in. Right? But the thing wants to, I feel like I've gone too far here. But I'm excited because the next chapter in your life is where your dreams can become a reality. Just let go of the old beliefs and the old ideals. It's hard to hear in these headphones. And the old ideals and the old stuff that's holding you back that no longer serves you. Some of your beliefs are stupid beliefs. They don't even make sense. It's like something that you learned when you were 6, 9, 12, 18, 20. And that stuff doesn't even make any sense anymore. You control your own life. You control the media you consume. You control the information you let in, and guard your mind. Guard your spirit. Start thinking about your eternal life. Get way past what's going to happen next week and think about the expansiveness of your whole life. I'm excited. So that's what I wanted to say. Your dreams can become a reality if you allow yourself to get excited again, get enthusiastic, write them down, and actually start conducting your thoughts and your actions as if it were already real now. There's an amazing book. If you listen to audible.com, there's a collection by Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's got some amazing books. He's got one called Excuses Be Gone. You can get the Wayne Dyer collection. And then he's got Wishes Fulfilled. Oh, that's such an amazing book. And when you listen to this stuff, it puts you in a different state. And so what I'm picking up on is when you have positive expectancy, you can get the hell out of depression and sad thoughts and become really, really positive and hopeful and excited again, right? In the world that we live in and all the shit going on in the media and the news, and everybody's afraid that, oh my God, who knows what's going to happen, that it dulls down our hope. It takes away our positive expectancy. And I know this might sound naive or like being ignorant, but I would argue to shut off the news and not consume any of that stuff, even though it's real and stuff could happen, because if it's going to happen anyways, like, I don't know if I want to go down that road of what can you do about it, but what I want to say is that might as well be happy anyways. There was a lady named Peace Pilgrim, and she said, she just gave up everything and she walked, and she was a peaceful person in history. And she said, of all the things that you can worry about, think about it. If there's something that you can do about it, then why worry about it? And if you're worrying about something that you can't do anything about, you can't do anything about it. So why worry about it? So if you stop worrying about all the things that you can do something about, because you can do something about it, and you stop worrying about the things that you can't do anything about because you can't do anything about it, then that actually eliminates all things to worry about. Stop worrying about it. We have this obsession with control, the controller protector, and we're obsessed with things that we don't know what's going to happen, of not knowing. It's the fear of the unknown. So we're sitting on the fence all the time in our business and our relationships. What's our next step in our career? And when we're sitting on the fence, it drives us insane and it wears us down. And we develop this cognitive dissonance, and we're like holding two conflicting beliefs at once. You know, this inner turmoil, and then it grinds us down to a nub until we're just like exhausted. Like, when's the last time you got so freaking excited about something, so captivated and so enthusiastic? Enthusiasm meets the God within, by the way. When's the last time you got so enthusiastic about something that you were just on fire and you were just going for it, and you pictured this thing happening and you just knew, like, it just was in total alignment, and you just started walking forward confidently in faith? I know some times in my life that I actually did that for real, and I watched dreams become reality for real. Like, I've watched my dreams become reality. I'm a walking testimony. I can believe it. I'm a believer. So what about you? We got Patrick Clark. What's up, Patrick Clark? Patrick Jart. I got to take these headphones off a little bit. There you go. Patrick Clark has made a lot of his dreams come true. I've got to have him on my podcast, by the way. And actually, I'll end with this. I see all your comments coming in. I'm going on a podcast tour. I have a podcast called the Untrapped Podcast with Keith Kalfas. We just hit 400,000 downloads. We're on every single platform. We release episodes every Monday. You can find it anywhere podcasts are released. Apple, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify. And it's awesome. So I'm starting this tour just virtually right here in my studio. But here's what I want to do. If you have a podcast and you would like me to be a guest on your podcast, send me an email, kelfasmedia@gmail.com, like my last name, kelfasmedia@gmail.com. And I would like to be a guest on your podcast. And I'm even considering, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, because I really want to buy some assets right now. I want to go buy like one of those Class C RVs and just like tour the country and do a podcast. Like something is telling me I need to do this now. Think about it, bro. And it's a business tax write-off. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you soon. And good evening. Your dreams can become a reality for real. If you're dreaming it right now, literally it can happen. Simple.